When I started, I think there was around 40 people and 300 and some now, so there's a little bit of growth. I was here in the early days of this phase of SCR. So the field of controls changed greatly in the time I was here at SCR. It started out in the early days, you had your building controls, which are meant to control all the aspects of the building. Well, in the early days, it wasn't even. It was basically heating and cooling is what it controlled electronically. And in the early days, you would have some old IBM computer. Now, if we go to current day, building controls control all aspects of the building. Physical security, cameras, lighting, all the HVAC, pretty much everything in a card access, all the functions. And now it's all done by a mobile device. So you're not working on a dedicated PC. You're working, most of the times it's internet-based. So you've gone from the old, very old antique PCs to the internet world, and did that in the 29 years that I was here. So it was an interesting ride.
My previous role here was managing the HVAC department, the sheet metal department as we call it. I started in 1981, started as an apprentice and worked in the field for 12 to 15 years, and I came into the office to do project management and estimating, and I just gradually worked myself into the management role of this department. When I first started, we were doing a little bit of residential and some very light commercial, and as it grew, as we got into more, we did more and more commercial and got into the industrial, and so the projects, we just kept getting bigger. However, over the years, we've never turned away the small projects. We've always taken every customer that comes in the door, whether it's small or large, because so many times the small projects turn into very big projects down the road. I'm most proud of the SCR and the sheet metal division because of all the growth we've had and the customer base that we've grown with, and then the automation that we've accomplished over the years.
Started in 1987, 88. My role at SCR was multiple. I started as a service technician for 5-10 years, and I had the opportunity to advance up and ended up being service manager of the service department here in St. Cloud. If you want to advance in this industry, you need to study and stay on top of stuff. And one good thing about SCR is they always try to promote from within. I was a service tech. I ended up running a branch and running a service department. I'm a service tech. I stayed at SCR for so long because of the challenging industry that we're in. Every day is a challenge, and I encourage everybody to keep on top of the industry. And also, because of the family atmosphere, doors are always open. So if you got an issue going on, a problem to deal with, there's always somebody to talk to and get it resolved. What I think the legacy at SCR is all the wonderful clients and relationships that we've developed. We're not into just serving and solving problems. We're into building relationships, and it shows. Our clients respect us, and we respect them.
Company culture, when I started, we were a very small, family-oriented company. In fact, I think there was only 9 or 10 employees when I started, and we've grown now to well over 300 employees. But one thing that's always been a mainstay has been the family atmosphere. Even with the grandfather who started the company to the son, and now to the grandson, it's always been a family-oriented company.
It's a family-based company, and I think that's what keeps it going and keeps it strong.